Shocking developments Tuesday night as big sums of money, hundreds of billions of dollars gone that could be for your stimulus check. What's going on? I told you this would happen, and it's happening tonight. Meantime, several viewers get big EIDLs in just a few hours. They applied yesterday, they got approved today. I told you EIDL's going away. Now EIDL's rushing approvals out the door as quickly as possible. Meantime, escalated benefits for unemployment and PUA. PUA and UIs expire in December, so now escalated benefits are getting approved very quickly within 24 hours. Then more viewers continue to get grants from CARES Act 1. $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. One viewer got $24,000 with two things that I'm detailing on this channel. Then $2,400, SSI, SSDI, Social Security and Railroad benefits and Veterans benefits. Big money with a 20% increase lifetime and a step up every year proposed under the Biden administration. Will there be a stimulus check during the holidays? Will there be a stimulus check during December? Breaking developments as a new Treasury Secretary is picked, but money's disappearing. I'm following the money for you, and let's get right to it on Evenings LALATE. Hey, good evening, everybody. It's Evenings LALATE and Tuesday night, and boy, shocking developments across the board. No one tells you things ahead of time more than I do. And I told you money was going to disappear, and tonight it disappeared. $500 billion gone. So where is it, and what does this mean for your stimulus? It's shocking. It's shocking, and I told you this is coming. This is why I want you to get money right now with money that's there, because ultimately the money that's right there is going to be gone very quickly as soon as well. December 15th is when most of this money, which I'm pushing you to get, is going to disappear as well. So I want you to get this money. I'm working for viewers to get money right now, not 5 days from now, not 5 weeks from now, because guess what? 5 weeks from now, the money's going to be gone. If you've not subscribed, please do, because I'm getting every single viewer of this channel. Nearly every single viewer of this channel qualifies for this money. You qualify for if you're on SSDI and SSI. You qualify if you're a veteran. You qualify if you're working or not working. You qualify if you're ahead on your rent or behind on your rent. You qualify for this money. So I want you to get this money, and viewers are getting a lot of money, and you need it because of what I'm about to tell you later in this video. So please subscribe. The community is a community of helping people. 5 volunteers are actually now helping viewers around the clock on the community page, trying to help you get this grant money right now. That's how we work as a team. Also, like this video. In this video, I have breaking details tonight. First, $500 billion is now gone. That $500 billion could have been for a $5,000 stimulus check. Which $500 billion is gone? And is more money going to disappear in the next few days? Then what happens to that CARES Act 1 money that's currently sitting at SBA? That $500 billion. What's going to happen with that money? Then EIDL. I continue to get viewers EIDL faster than I have ever done in the history of this channel. I have gotten viewers $5 to $25 million in EIDL since April, but now I'm getting viewers EIDL in 24 hours. So does that mean the speed of which EIDLs are being approved is that EIDLs going away as well? Stay tuned for the breaking developments on that tonight. Then escalated benefits being paid very quickly. 24 hours from when the people are asking for them, they're getting the approval. They're zooming as well. So does that mean there's something coming up with that? Meantime, breaking developments in Washington. A new Treasury Secretary is picked. Nancy Pelosi may be on the outs as a lead negotiator for the stimulus, or even in the room for the negotiations. And what happened with Mitch McConnell and Steve Mnuchin when they offered to repurpose CARES Act 1 money and it was not accepted by the Democrats? Is that now impacting your ability to get a stimulus check during the holidays? So many breaking news, and then the $2,400 for SSI and SSDI as well. Let's get to the breaking news. Tonight, there's so much in this recording. As one viewer said, dude, you have so much to tell. Can you slow it down? So I'm going to try to slow it down, but I also want to make sure this doesn't run into a 45-minute video because there's a lot of stuff tonight. First, what I want to go over is the breaking developments tonight because I told you this was going to happen. Let me tell you the three amounts of money that's at issue here. There's $800 billion of CARES Act 1 money at SBA that would amount to a $5,000 stimulus check that the president can do it by executive orders all the way up into mid-January. It can also be done by act of Congress. It can be done by executive order or by congressional action. It would amount to a $5,000 stimulus check. Where is that money tonight? That money is still there. So let's breathe a little bit. That $800 billion that could amount to your $5,000 stimulus check, that's still there. But $500 billion is gone tonight. Which $500 billion is that? There was money returned from the Federal Reserve today, and there was money identified by Steve Mnuchin on Friday that was unused CARES Act 1 money, like the SBA money. And tonight, Steve Mnuchin took this money and put it back in the Treasury, which is where it originally came from, and said, guess what? It's now closed. You can't use it unless you get Congress to vote on it and get the Senate to approve it with the Republicans, which they won't. Suddenly, all that money he called for the Federal Reserve to come back home, that was for the Main Street Lending Program, a program that no one liked and you didn't get, and I did a few videos on it and no one watched them. All that money that came home, but it was $500 billion, and the 500 and some of that $500 billion that Steve Mnuchin identified on Friday that amounted to this total $1.6 trillion that would be your stimulus checks, that would be your enhanced unemployment benefits. Half of that is now gone. Steve Mnuchin put it back in the Treasury and said, you know what? It's back in the Treasury. You can't get it unless you have Congress approve something. And parenthesis, the Senate's not going to approve it. So goodbye to that money. This is troubling. So let me recap. The $800 billion that's still at SBA that can be repurposed as a stimulus check is still there. But I'm telling you right now, I'm preparing you right now. This is why you have to share these videos and get these messages out. That money is not going to stay there past a few more weeks. That's going to get returned as well. And the money from state and local, which I'm going over with the grants now for you, the rent, the utilities, that money has to return by law, has to return in about 2-3 weeks, in about December 15th. That money's coming back, and that's going back into Treasury. And we now see the process at hand, which is on Friday. Friday, there was incredible great news, and you saw me detail in Afternoons LALATE, where Steve Mnuchin and Mitch McConnell said to the Democrats, hey, we have all this money to repurpose. Let's send this out as a stimulus check. Let's send this out as stimulus relief during the holidays. The Democrats said no. So Steve Mnuchin said, fine. I'm not going to let the money sit around. I'm putting it away. It's gone. It's back in the bank. You can't get it out anymore unless you get Congress approve it, and you just said you don't want it, so the Republicans are never going to take it out. Tough luck. Goodbye. So this is really shocking news. Now, let me go to the $2,400 for your SSI and SSDI and Social Security and Railroad benefits. That has nothing to do with this money. That would require new money, not existing repurposed money. So $2,400, Biden wants to give my viewers on SSI, SSDI, Social Security and Railroad benefits $2,400, $200 a month every month until December 31st with a 20% increase, up to 20% increase a lifetime, and a step up annually based upon a new benchmark different than COLA. But that would be with new money, and he has to get congressional approval for that new money. Today, in promising news, as he chose Janet Yellen, but he did not formally announce her, but she is the pick, for Treasury Secretary. She's the former head of the Federal Reserve, and she's an economist, and she will do things that will economically help you. So this is good for SSDI and SSI and Social Security and Railroad benefits, because veterans have, and Social Security and SSI and SSDI have been left behind for years because you've not gotten enough benefits. You were tied to COLA. It didn't move up. So this is really promising news that you'll get that money. Next, let me turn to the stimulus check then. And what I want you to understand is when I talk about the stimulus check, people on SSI and SSDI would get the stimulus check on top of this. The stimulus check is just another item. So the stimulus check, what does that mean for your stimulus check tonight? Well, as we sit here tonight, and this is just Tuesday, everything can change by tomorrow. It's changing by the hour. That $800 billion that's still at SBA for CARES Act 1, that can be used as a stimulus check by either act of Congress or by executive order. So you need to take this message and this video and share it and tag Mnuchin, Meadows, and Trump and say, do executive order for send out stimulus checks with $800 billion. Don't get rid of this money and return it to Treasury either. What's important to understand is that Steve Mnuchin is clearly listening to you because he talked about repurposing the money on Friday. And when the Democrats said, no, we're not going to repurpose money, then he said, okay, I'm returning it. How much of this money are you going to return? Eventually, all of it, but not yet. That would be in mid-December. So there's a really tight time frame to get him to push this. Otherwise, all this money is going to be gone by mid-December, and there'll be nothing to send out a stimulus check during the holidays. You'll have to wait till January with new money and congressional action unless Congress gets an actual bill on place during the holidays. That's the strange twist as we hear tonight. Now, let me get to EIDL, escalated benefits, and really free money. This is CARES Act 1 money that is for you. All the viewers of this channel need to understand that all of you qualify for this money when I refer to CARES Act 1 money, with the exception of if you're a cow, if you're sirloin, if you're a lobbyist, or you made a lot of money in 2019. Otherwise, you all qualify for this money. So please don't take yourself out of getting it. What is this money? This is CARES Act 1 money that was given from the federal government to the states, and then the states, the cities, and the counties. They just gave it to the cities and counties the last few weeks, and this money's returning as well. It's returning in mid-December. So you need to get this money right now. What is it for? It's for rent, then it's for utilities, then it's for food, and then it's for medicine. Where is it being held? It's being held in your cities, your counties, and your state housing authorities. You need to call up City Hall, call up your county, and call up your state housing authority. What's important to understand is that, for example, cities are just simply announcing things ad hoc, and suddenly it's there, and then it could be gone in a few weeks. For example, today, San Diego announced that it has CARES Act 1 grants for rent. Out of nowhere. Suddenly it was there. Go get it if you're in San Diego and watching this video. If you're in California, if you're in Los Angeles and you understand they did rent back in July and there's no rent, they're still doing utilities. So they're still doing utilities. You start with rent, then you go to utilities, then you go to food, and then you go to medicine. How much money is this? It's generally 6 to 12 months of rent. It's thousands of dollars. My average viewer is getting about $5,000 to $10,000. I have viewers from Massachusetts to Illinois to Texas to Florida to the West Coast and the New England states getting 5 to 12 months of rent. Then for utilities, I have people in Missouri, people in Illinois, people in California getting utilities, and they're getting hundreds to thousands of dollars in utilities. I got a few more this afternoon. They sent me the messages. These are viewers who just started watching me today. They're new subscribers. Some of them are old subscribers. Next, you need to also go on the websites of your city and county. If you're watching this tonight, obviously phones are closed for your city and county. Go on your county website. Go on your city official website. They list these grants on there. Next, what's important to understand is that there is also the community page of this channel. In the comments of this video, I will drop a link to the community page, but it's basically youtube.com/LLA/community or something like that. I will drop it. On the community page, there are 5 mentors, which I drop in the comments of the community page. 5 volunteers who are here to help you and are helping around the clock, getting people grants all across the country. This is free money. This is rental assistance. This is food. This is utilities. It's called, the words you use is rent assistance or food assistance or utility assistance. Also call utilities company. They're actually open at night. They'll answer the phone. Water, gas. They're running these grants as well. Now, let me turn to escalated benefits and EIDL. First, I want to do EIDL. The important thing to understand is EIDL. I have never seen anything like this. I was telling you over the weekend that I can get you EIDL in 3 days. Now I'm getting EIDL in 24 hours. I have had no less than a handful of viewers get EIDLs approved in 24 hours. They applied on Sunday, and they got approved today. They applied, Tuesday. They applied on Monday, they got approved today. I had a viewer that applied on Sunday, got approved on Monday. I don't know what's going on. All I could say, it's really incredible, great news, but it's also suggestive of what I've been warning you about EIDL. EIDL will be gone by late December. Let me understand something with you right now. EIDL is alive. There's ultimately every 24 hours at least one person who drops in the comments, EIDL's gone, ran out of money. Absolutely untrue. Absolutely untrue. So please don't post something wrong like that. EIDL's very live. You go to sba.gov. It's right there on the website. The application is as simple as can be. It's Economic Injury Disaster, sba.gov. Sam, Bob, Andrew.gov. It's right there. Go and apply. It's very simple. If you are Grubhub, Uber, Airbnb, anything like that, and you declare the income on your 2019 tax return, go get it. It's gross revenue minus cost of goods sold divided by 2. Pull out your 2019 tax return, Schedule C, and see what your gross revenue was. Gross revenue minus cost of goods sold divided by 2. It's very simple. And people are getting approved right away. Someone said in the comment, again, another false negative comment that says you have to have an incredibly high credit score to get this. Absolutely untrue. 570 is all you need, which is very low. And you can do the Experian Boost, which raises you for 25 points for free. And you can call up Experian to remove adverse entries. But believe it or not, 570 is very low when you do the Experian Advantage 3.0 check. This is not FICO TransUnion. It's a low score. So almost all viewers qualify for this. Next, escalated benefits. Boy, this has been a big hit, and it's been a big winner. Escalated benefits is if you are on unemployment at any time. If you're employed now, but were unemployed before, it's for the period in which you're unemployed. If you're on PUA or if you're on UI, it absolutely applies. It doesn't matter what state you're in. Every state does it. The only situation which you don't qualify for it are 2. One, you made less than $18,000 in 2019 for your employment. Or 2, you're already at maximum benefits. Someone sent me a message, I'm already paid $500 a week. How do I do escalated benefits? I'm like, you're already at $500 a week. What are you expecting me to do? So that's the only situation where it does occur. The math and the situation and the application is very simple. All you do, you pull your 2019 tax return and you look at it. How much did I make in 2019? Okay. Then you write a letter to the unemployment department. You send it either electronically or through the website or in the mail. And you say, or fax. I would do it the fastest way possible, not the slowest way possible. And you say, hey, here's my 2019 tax return. I made this amount of money. I'm currently being paid whatever, $120 a week for unemployment. I think I might qualify for an additional higher amount of money per week, or a larger amount of money per week. Use very simple words: larger, higher, additional. Very, very simple words. Please take a look at it and get back to me. The bottom line is you and I know the numbers. You and I know the numbers. And every single viewer who has done this and has gotten it since Thursday when I started this has gotten exactly what I've said. If you made over $30,000 a year and you've been on unemployment since March, which is 30 months, you're getting about an $8,000 to $10,000 retroactive payment in your account, bam, right now. Next, if you made $20,000 to $30,000 and in 2019, you're getting about $3,000 in your account, bam, right now. And then if you made anywhere from about $18,000 to $25,000, you're getting about $1,500, bam, in your account right now. Now you can do that, especially if you're on a PUA, if you're a PUA person, and do an EIDL. If you made $8,000 as an Uber and Lyft driver last year, and your cost of goods sold was 0, you're gonna get a $4,000 EIDL in 24 hours. If you had a business on the side and your business made $30,000 last year, and your cost of goods sold was 0, you're gonna get a $15,000 EIDL approved in 24 hours. Bam! That's what viewers are doing. They're understanding how the things work together. Next, what is going to happen tomorrow and the rest of this week? And will there be a stimulus check anytime during the holidays? And what's happening with Hazard Pay? And what's happening with Nancy Pelosi? First of all, Nancy Pelosi will likely not be the lead and sole negotiator ever for the Democrats for the second stimulus package. She may be a person in the room, but no longer will be a one-woman negotiation scheme. Janet Yellen, you can't tell Janet Yellen what to do. She is the new Treasury appointee for the Biden administration, and there's no way in hell that she's going to take second fiddle to Nancy Pelosi, ever. So will there be multiple people in the negotiation room for the Democrats? Absolutely. Who will be in the room for the Republicans? As of a few days from now, it will only be Mitch McConnell. Steve Mnuchin made a last pitch last week with Mark Meadows and Mitch McConnell to say, hey, we're ready, Democrats, to repurpose this CARES Act 1 money. Let's do this as a stimulus check. They said, no, we want $2.2 trillion. Okay, I'm getting rid of the money. Ultimately, what I need you to understand is, one, the window for the president to do executive orders open all the way to January, but there's no money left if Steve Mnuchin keeps on getting rid of the money. And by all accounts, the suggestion today that he's getting rid of $500 billion may suggest that all this money that's coming in from CARES, from SBA, and then eventually from state and local, and then eventually from that other fund, will all be put back into Treasury and will not be available for executive orders. So ultimately, Purple Power, you need to do your thing. You need to really push very hard and get the message out to get stimulus done with the money that's there. Because in a few weeks, the window will be closed for this type of stimulus action. It will be back to the traditional congressional negotiation route, which we all know how slow that goes. For now, I want to get you money. So please subscribe to this channel. Please go into the community page. Please do what I'm telling you to do, those three things: CARES Act 1, escalated benefits, and EIDL. Get the money right now because you need this money. There's a reason why I'm pushing this very loud, because I want you to get this money. I don't want you to not get it. Joining me next on Purple Power Live at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay LALATE for more.